independent sales representative. We're starting out 2015, and I just wanted to share a little bit about how I sell Avon and share some techniques that I think that will help you, because the ultimate goal is that every representative, for you to earn money, is to become at least a President's Club member or above. Obviously, the more you sell, the more you earn. And with this great direct selling company, you have the opportunity to earn 50% profit. So when it comes to selling, truly the sky is the limit. I love our product because of the fact that it's so easy to sell. It's an affordable luxury. Avon has just been around for 128 years. People know and love our product. So you're definitely selling for a great company. You're representing a great company, I might say. So in order to achieve President's Club and all the benefits that go with it, which is the guaranteed 40%, that's what I really want to hit home with. You need to sell in 2015 $10,000. So that averages out to $385 per campaign. Now, this week we'll start selling campaign 4. I'm making another series of videos so that I can take you step by step per campaign of how I would sell that current brochure. So look for a campaign 4 2015, some information to help you to get started. So we are a little bit behind the ball. I missed 1, 2, and 3, but that's okay. We can catch up, because right now, just so you know, if you sell $440 worth of Avon, you're going to be guaranteed 40% anyhow. And I ask you just to stretch yourself every campaign. Order 10 more brochures. Get those 10 extra brochures out and follow up with the customer. I'm going to go back now to how I started. I was a manager with Long John Silver's, and while I was on maternity leave, my mother-in-law had suggested I sell Avon. I did not want to go back to work. So I needed to replace a lot of income, but not as much as I was earning, just enough to pay for food, groceries. With having babies, I had doctor's appointments and lots of diapers, and gasoline in the car, because now I would be driving around to do my Avon business. So things like that. So that's what my money was needed for. So what I did was, I was in a town that I was unfamiliar with, because we had moved to where my husband lived whenever we were starting our life together, and I had to go knock on doors because I didn't know anybody. When the lady, the manager who interviewed me, asked me where I was going to find my customers, I pretty much didn't have an idea. So she suggested that I knock on doors, and that's what I did. And you can take a whole bunch of brochures and toss them or put them on doors, but it's been my experience that that didn't work for me. Actually, I didn't even try that. I hear other people say it, and then when I did try it, didn't work for me. So let me tell you what works for me. It could just be the area that I live in, but I knocked on the door. If they didn't answer, inside was a note that said, I'm looking for new Avon customers. If you're not currently being serviced by an Avon representative, please give me a call. I will also follow up, and I followed up if I dropped off an order on a book to a customer, start all over again. Whatever territory I opened up, if I went out on a Monday, my note said I would return on Wednesday. If they would not be home, feel free to leave me their name, phone number, and order inside along with the brochure so that I could get it back and reuse it. And that'll save you money, guys. Do the same thing I did, because we only got 10 brochures to start with anyhow. And then I could keep reusing that book. So every 2 days I was able to go out and try. So Monday I went out, Wednesday I collected orders, went to the library, repackaged books, went back out on Wednesday. After I was done, did the same thing for an hour or so till I got rid of those brochures. And that's how I started. You have the opportunity to take advantage of Avon's social media, which I didn't almost 24 years ago. But I believe that you can let them know that you're selling Avon, but the brochure itself is what really sells the product. And I want you to take advantage of social media, but at the same time, if you're like myself, you need to maybe go knock on a few doors. Was I afraid when I knocked on strangers' doors in a strange town? Absolutely I was. But I have to tell you that in the town I am, everybody was absolutely wonderful. They were so kind. They were grateful to see me. I wasn't that representative that they didn't want to see. They were like, oh, it's Avon. I haven't seen an Avon book in so long. So they were happy to see the Avon book. So that's how I sell my product. I demo products. I give samples. It's good to know what's coming up so that you are able to buy samples, and you want to focus on skincare, lipsticks, anything that runs out, anything that's consumable. That way it needs replaced, and that way you'll get a repeat buy when they need that product. I will go into depth a little bit later on a video about the skincare, kind of like the warm and the cool, how you help somebody with that. But something else that has been very helpful to me in building my business that I'd like to share with you. Let's say that in campaign 1, I have an order that needs delivered to my customer. They already had my campaign 2 brochure. So when I delivered campaign 1, I picked up campaign 2. Inside the campaign 1 order was my campaign 3 brochure. I have done this from the beginning. And the reason why, well, that's the way I was taught. I think that most people are taught to, if you're brand new, try this. You got 2 sets of brochures with your kit. So what you want to do is get the order from the first brochure that's going to go in. Once you receive that order, hand them the next book and say, when I deliver this order, I'll be picking up this brochure. I wanted you to have it so that if you want anything out of it, you can let me know when I deliver this order. I have to reuse my books right now because we only had a limited amount. So when you place your first order, you should already have established your customer list, and you're going to know, okay, I'm going to need 50 books, 60 books, and anybody who orders, they should have a brochure in there. Plus, you're going to look for more customers, so you need to have an excess of brochures. Because brochures are able to be reused for 2 campaigns, don't hesitate in buying them. That book, that brochure is your store. So, they're very, very inexpensive when you think of how long you can keep using them. I always ask for my customers to give them back to me, and they do. I'll leave them anywhere. You never know when you're going to get a customer. A laundromat, a doctor's office. Share a quick story with you. One of my territorial customers had taken her brochure to the hospital and left it there. When I called her, she said, oh my gosh, I don't know where I left it. Oh, it's at the hospital. Funny thing is, I got a call from the lady who picked it up, and she lived nearby me, and we became great friends. She has been a customer of mine for almost 24 years. So, isn't that neat how that worked out? So see, those brochures are your store. So it's definitely a great investment to buy them. But I always follow up with my customers. I prefer that they give me the order. That's why I give everyone a callback note. I'll show you those later in a video. But the callback note is kind of like an order form. You can find it under supplies. But it's an order form so that whenever I am delivering that order, I get to see what they wanted from the campaign, whatever brochure. If they missed something that I know they used, oh, you know what, Barb, I noticed you didn't order any shower gels and you haven't bought any for a while. They're only $1.99 this campaign. Would you like 1 or 2? And, you know, she'll say, oh yeah, get me 3 of, you know, vanilla. Or maybe the add-on order is to one of my newer customers, and I'll say, you know what, we have a great sale on shower gel. Have you ever tried ours before? And then they say no, and then I show them the page. So they're only $1.99. Oh, give me one of every flavor. So if there are 10 flavors, cents, now you've just ordered 10, you've just added $10 to the original order, and that's $4 more if you're a President's Club member. So imagine if you stop at 5 houses at $20 and you're a President's Club member, that would be $100 in orders, and you just made $40 an hour. I want you to start thinking like this, because that's how I thought, and I knew the more I sold, the more I would earn. And I knew that buying the samples and pointing out bargains to people were going to help me achieve all the goals that I needed. I don't know if I told you this, but I sent all three of my children to a private school along with paying for the bills for the household. So when I say the sky is the limit, and I know that it was a need of mine to earn enough money, you can do this. You can make a living with Avon and not have to work for somebody else. The other thing is it's nice to have helpers. So everybody that I met was in a territory. One of my customers, oh, she's such a dear friend of mine, even to this day. And her office is closed down. That's how long I've been in this business. The doctor retired, but you know, she took she said, "Do you mind if I share the brochure at work? Nobody shares the brochure with us anymore." And I said, "Absolutely." She poured in like $100 to $200. What I loved about her was that she expected absolutely nothing in return. I said, "Let me give you off some of your, a discount on your own Avon." No, I know you're trying to put your kids through school. I mean, how lucky can you get? So she was wonderful. So you know what I did, of course, like if she liked something in the brochure and I knew about it, I would just buy it for her because she brought me so much business. And everybody is treated the same way. I give everybody samples, I follow up with them, and I recommend products. So I just want to encourage you to start thinking now at the beginning of the year how to sell this product. Something that I would like to share with you. In the brochure, you will have products that are buy one, get one for free, buy one, get one, half off, buy one, get one for $5, $7, or $1.99, $2.99. Take advantage of that with a large customer base because maybe somebody in one area, they're on a budget, but at the same time, you know that, just for instance, we had Flawless Foundation, buy one, get one for $5. Flawless is one of my biggest sellers because I personally use it. Whenever it came out, I loved it so much. I bought samples, I gave it to the customers, I told them to try it. And what I do, it's a courtesy, is, light ivory, medium beige are some of my biggest color sellers. And what I do is suggest to them half price. Like I split the price. So if it's $15, I'm sorry, it went up to 12. 12 plus 5, 17. Split it in half between those two customers. So that's a great way to build your sales and keep people happy. Knowing the brochure and the sell items is very important too. I'm going to wrap this up by saying the other benefits of President's Club, and I want you starting now, is that you get to buy 3 demos. You have the possibility of a scholarship. You also will get to go to a President's Club gala. The 3 demos, the guaranteed 40%, an additional 5% on all of your demos, depending on your sales level during that campaign. And this can all be found on youravon.com under the PRP tab. And just so you know, if you achieve President's Council or Inner Circle, you get to go to Las Vegas this year. So thanks for listening and have a great day.